So again, good morning and welcome to CSL Texas Hill Country. I am Beth Warren, the spiritual leader here, and I will be bringing the lesson to you this morning. In this month, we are building on a previous theme of Let Us Help You Do Life, with the theme of engaging, embracing, and empowering life. And what do I mean by that? Well, fully engaging life, the lowercase l, or the human experience in life, means being present and being conscious and being involved and active in our own lives, not sleepwalking through life on an automatic pilot. And deeply embracing life, which is the uppercase L, meaning the greater life, the spiritual life that is everlasting. The life of God means realizing there is a power for good in the universe and we can use it. And making conscious connection with that power and empowering our life, spiritual and human life, means standing strong in who and whose we are. Knowing that all of this leads to an extraordinary experience of life, both spiritually and human. And I've said a very different statement, important statement, I think, this month, and I want to review it a bit to lay the foundation for our work today. Who you are and the power you are is extraordinary. And who you are and the power you are both phenomenal. And you're far greater than you realize. So who you are and what is that power? Just say these words after me, if you will. I am the mighty ocean and a drop of water. And as such, I have the power of the ocean at my fingertips. I am a vehicle of concentrated God stuff. And as such, I have the power of God concentrate at my disposal. I am a singular manifestation of all that is, and as such, all that is to be. I am a point of light of the eternal sun, and as such, it is my birthright to shine. I am a perfect creation of the creator of all, and as such, I am a creator. I am the mighty ocean and a drop of water. So for this month, we have spent a few weeks aligning with who we are, really are, and with building some passion and enthusiasm for that. And then we spent last week releasing what may be standing in the way of our expressing who we really are by making peace with our past. And today we're going to build on our exploration of the month so far as we look at what is ours to do, to engage in life and to embrace life. Who remembers their first exposure to the spiritual teachings of what powerful creators we are? Co-creators, really. Was it a lecture or a book or a guru? What was it? Didn't you get excited about it at that time? To think that we are powerful co-creators in life. And the question is, did you then think that your excitement and your passion alone would take you where you wanted to go? The answer to that is perhaps yes. But did it? Probably not so much. Remember, we can absolutely 100% without doubt rely on the principle of life itself for all that we have or ever shall need. It is not some power or greater power, it is all power. And then, as Ernest Holmes said, we must feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true. Act as though it were true. You know, Mike Dooley, in his great book, Leveraging the Universe, 7 Steps to Engaging Life's Magic, wrote this: we must avail ourselves of the universe's magic. We must go out into the world so that our manifestation can reach us, so that little serendipities, coincidences, and happy accidents can fall onto our path that wouldn't have otherwise if we had sat home waiting for a breakthrough. We can get very excited about how life works and the principles that we teach and the idea of the power that we are and have. And then we can get very discouraged when things don't seem to work the way we intended. Could it be that we have been a bit like the man who prayed and prayed to win the lottery, but never bought a ticket? You know that ancient joke, I'm sure. So here's a piece that is sometimes missing from spiritual teachings. What is ours to do? What is ours to do? Because the principles are right on there, the truths, they do work, but what is ours to do? Taking action. I like to call it inspired action and divinely guided action. It's critically important on this journey of engaging life and embracing life. And we have a saying in religious science: treat and move your feet. Treat and move your feet. But there's more than just taking action, even inspired, divinely guided action. It's differentiating between what we will do and what we'll delegate to the universe. And I want to suggest a very specific plan of action to help make this differentiation. And if you can, in your mind's eye, or even if you have a piece of paper, on a piece of paper, imagine or draw a large triangle with a point at the top. And this triangle will ultimately contain all the action steps necessary for a single dream of yours to come true. So it's important that it be large enough for you to write many words and phrases inside of it. Now draw a vertical line cutting the triangle in half from top to bottom. That means starting at the top of the triangle where the point is and drawing a straight line down to the center at the triangle's base. In the bottom left of the triangle, write your name. In the bottom right, write Spirit, the universe, Source, God, Harry, or whatever you want to represent the spiritual life. Or how about just writing life with a capital L? That would work. And just remember this: you can create a triangle for any and all of your dreams, such as for a new car, an improved relationship, a new career, direction, health, or anything else you can dream of. However, each dream needs its own triangle. So make sure you label each by writing your dream at the top of the triangle, outside the point. On your side of the triangle, think of and or write down anything and everything you could do to further your advancement toward the realization of your dream. Include all you can do physically, logically, emotionally, and spiritually to achieve the goal at the top of the triangle. Try to get at least 20 things in there. Some may be ridiculous, some you may never do, but get the juices flowing. And when this activity, you are stirring the pot, so to speak. And here are a few ideas if you want to change or improve your career, work, or livelihood. If you're in sales, you might say make more cold calls or warm introductions. Start or continue refining your education if you're needing more education. Or if you need to obtain licenses or certifications, or develop websites, or make business cards. Create a business plan. Actively seek or strategize to find new partners or investors or customers and so on. Ask a mentor for help. Read how-to books on success stories of those who have gone before you. Help others who want what you want is a great way to get a new perspective on your own situation, by the way. Now, I know that sometimes we want to change like this, but don't really know specifically what we want. And if that's the case, keep doing what you're doing, but do it better. Do it better. So on your side of the triangle, you would write down ways in which you could be doing better at where you are. Ways you could hone your skills and become a master of what's before you right now in your day-to-day life. Is this making sense? And remember, a separate triangle for every area of your life or every dream that you have. Now, the other side of the triangle is where you're going to put in what the universe can do for you. Think of the possible miracles, serendipities, and happy accidents that you might experience, all of which would also help you advance toward the realization of your dreams. Some examples might be help you unexpectedly meet new people who have been looking for what you offer. Give you a bright idea that will not only change your life, but also the world. Provide inspiration and motivation when you most need it. Resolve the inner conflicts. Arrange circumstances to ease your journey. Open your eyes to new possibilities. Help you negotiate and transcend obstacles or tricky people. Remove detractions that aren't serving you or limiting thoughts and ideas. Hone your skills and improve your talents. Install confidence. Clarity of thinking. Accumulate physical resources and summon new opportunities. Reveal your negative thinking and limiting beliefs. Are you getting the idea of how this works? And just to let you know, this triangle process idea comes from Mike Dooley's book, Leveraging the Universe. So if you have not seen that book, I like the way Mike Dooley writes about the universal principles because they're lighthearted and can be fun. Now, here's a really important point. Realize that even if you did absolutely everything on your side of the list, it will never be enough to bring forth the life of your dreams. And if the universe was all geared up to rock and roll on your behalf and ready, willing, and able to do everything on its side of the triangle, which it always is, yet you weren't doing your part, progress would be impossible. Here's the deal. If you don't do all you can with what you have from where you are, your side of the triangle, the universe cannot do all it can for you. But when you do, it can. Said another way by Abraham Lincoln, without divine assistance, I cannot succeed. With it, I cannot fail. And this is how we engage life and fully embrace life. Spiritual life, human life. Engage human life and really fully embrace spiritual life. The more we do with our life, the more life can do for us. Each of our baby steps increases exponentially life's ability to reach us. Here's a note from the universe. I don't know how many of you have ever received the notes from the universe, but here's one. Little tiny dreams require little tiny thoughts and little tiny steps. Great big dreams require great big thoughts and little tiny steps. Do I paint a clear picture? The universe. In The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes writes this: we must realize that there is one infinite mind which is consciously directing our destiny. Declare every day that there is one supreme intelligence which governs, guides, and guards, tells me what to do, when to act, and how to act. Having done this in perfect faith, act with perfect assurance. And then in Kristen Morrison, a New Thought writer, and his book was The Pathway of Roses. God does not tell us what to do. He has given us the wisdom to know our own desires and our own tendencies, and he has given us the power to fulfill those desires. But we must take individual action. This is why we have individuality and free individual choice. Well, wait, you say, isn't all this talk about taking action, about doing all you can with what you have from where you are, really just messing with the cursed hows, as Mac Dooley calls them? I thought the how was God's job. You know, on first blush, it seems so, but it isn't altogether. What differentiates a how from doing all you can with what you have from where you are is not what you do, but how you view what you're doing. How you view what you're doing. If you view the things on your side of the triangle as how you're going to make your big dream come true, then they are cursed hows, and eventually you'll feel like you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Anyone ever felt that way? However, if you view them as your way of embracing life and harnessing the power that is around, through, and as you, that instead of seeing yourself as the one responsible for hitting the home run in your life, your action steps become pitches to the universe so that the universe can hit the home run for you. And you don't have to hit the home run. You don't have to make anything happen. No one step is the answer, but you take all the steps you know to take so that you are available when the universe takes action. My challenge to you this week is to make a pyramid or 2 or 3 and identify what is yours to do and start doing it. Identify what is God's to do and stay out of that. And here's a final note from the universe that pretty much sums up what we've been talking about this morning. It's true, the early bird gets the worm. So does the late bird and the bird in between, because by design, there are always more than enough worms. In fact, the only bird that doesn't get a worm is the bird that doesn't go out to get one. Oh, to be alive, the universe. And so it is.